Hi everyone, I'm Debbie from Design and Decor. Welcome to my creative studio. We create beautiful things in a fun but easy way. Today I'm sharing how to transform an inexpensive Dollar Tree glass plate using reverse decoupage. And wait until you see how gorgeous it is. So first we remove the label. I heat it up with a hairdryer just for a few seconds, and the heat will soften that adhesive so it releases easily. And then I use a razor scraper tool and lift it right off. There you go. Next, I want to make sure the glass is completely clean before applying anything. I spray with a bottle of water and a little vinegar, and I use a microfiber cloth. Now, this will remove the residue, prevent any streaks, and it avoids lint, which is really important when working with glass. Don't forget to subscribe for more Dollar Tree crafts, decoupage projects, and creative inspiration that I do every single week. And if you enjoy crafting, decoupage, painting, and creative inspiration, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Tap that notification bell so you don't miss any new tutorials. Now I'm preparing my napkin. Most decorative napkins have multiple plies, and we only want the top printed layer. And a helpful tip is to use a small piece of painter's tape in the corner to separate the layers. Now, you'll notice that that layer I'm working on right now tore a little bit. I really didn't want to tear the pretty napkin, so I'm going to go to another spot, another corner, and start over. And I'll catch that corner that got ripped at the end of the whole thing. So be careful, be very, very careful. This particular napkin is quite large. It actually has 6 sections. It's more of a napkin that you would put in a lavette for guests to use. So I'm taking my time because thin napkins can tear very easily. And although it's a thick napkin when you start, as you take off those 2 plies, you're going to end up with a very, very thin layer. So especially when you want to use the whole design, I'm going to be using that entire napkin. So I'm trying to be very, very careful. Now, before applying anything, I want to position my plate. So I've turned my plate upside down because I will be doing the underside, which is the reverse decoupage actually. So I'm using one corner of the napkin because then I can use the other corner, for another plate. So I can get 2 plates out of one napkin. And I can also use the scraps from that napkin to make maybe some wine stoppers, some other fun ideas with decoupage. Now for adhesive, I'm using Mod Podge, but I will seal with dishwasher safe Mod Podge, even though I suggest only wiping the clean plate, not placing it in the dishwasher, just wiping it clean when you're done using it. So instead of covering the entire plate all at once, I personally prefer to work in sections. This gives me much more control and also helps to minimize wrinkles. So I'm going to brush the Mod Podge onto just one section. You'll notice I'm using a craft brush. I like to use a small brush when I'm using it on small items like this. You can use a larger brush if you want to, but I just want to make sure I put a good amount of Mod Podge on without putting too much because I don't want my napkin to get too wet and then it has a tendency to tear. So I'm just brushing the Mod Podge on in one section. Then I lay my napkin down and I will smooth it using my hand inside of a baggie, just a little plastic bag, or you could even use a piece of plastic wrap as well. But this plastic creates a gentle barrier, which reduces the friction so the napkin is less likely to tear. Just very gentle. And you notice instead of rubbing it hard, I'm just sort of patting it down. And then I'm going to repeat the same process, section by section. I want to make sure the Mod Podge overlaps slightly into the previous area so there's no air pockets that can form. If you don't have Mod Podge completely covering the dish and you leave a little space under the napkin, you will get an air bubble And the only thing that you can do to fix that is maybe use a pin and make a little hole, add a little more Mod Podge on top of the napkin, and work it inside. But let's try not to have that happen. Let's make sure we cover it with Mod Podge completely, and then repeating the process with the baggie. I like to work from the inside out. In other words, I don't like to just lay the whole napkin on and get lots of wrinkles. So if you work from one section out, all of the air will move out. Sometimes with really small items, you can Mod Podge the whole thing and lay the napkin on, but this is a pretty big plate. I mean, it's like a dessert plate, a little teeny salad plate, um, or it could even be a bread plate. But it's big enough where I don't want to take the chance of letting it get all wrinkled up. So last section, I'm just working it out. Now I see a wrinkle there. So if I notice the wrinkle, I'm going to gently lift and pat that napkin back down, always working from the center outward. Don't get frustrated if you get rips because you can also fix them. You can fill in those rips with a little extra paper, try to match the pattern. I've done that before, believe me. That's why I know it can be done because I've done it. When you make mistakes, it's much easier to be able to help others not make the same mistake. So now I'm just applying a seal coat of Mod Podge over the entire surface, and then I will let it dry completely. Just make sure you give it a nice good coat. I will do several coats here in between, and you can give as many coats as you want to, but let that dry. And then I get sandpaper, usually a 220. I have a little sanding block that I use as well, but I didn't have that with me today, so I'm just using a small piece of 220 grit sandpaper. Now I am hitting it at about a 45-degree angle. I just want to remove the excess napkin around the rim, and you'll notice how easy that comes off. And there we have it. Magically, it's done. Now, I want you to notice something. You see how sheer that looks? You can see all the way through, and you don't really see the pattern very well. What I do is now add white paint. Look at, there's one done. You add white paint on the back side, right over your decoupage paper. And you will begin to see the color of the napkin come alive on the front side. Look at that. It's so beautiful. Now I'm using Decor Art white paint. You can immediately see the difference that when the image comes to life as I apply it. Now you can use any white paint. I just love the fact that my Decor Art, it gives such a great coverage just with one coat. Now, I do go back and do a second coat because it just makes it that much more vivid. Absolutely beautiful. Now you're going to notice teeny little wrinkles because of the shape of the dish. It's not flat, but you don't see them from the front. You only see them when you turn it up backwards. And I care about what you see on the front because that's the thing that people will see. When I finish my place setting, this will be the last dish at the top, and it will just be so pretty for spring and Easter. It will go all the way through to my summer tablescapes. These plates are so perfect for decorative use. They really are. Now I'm going to let that white paint dry. Once it's completely dry, I flip the plate face up, and I'll use my Let's Resin gold markers to highlight the trim. So the entire rim of the plate will be trimmed. It adds a beautiful, elegant touch, and to me, it really elevates the finished piece. Now you'll notice that I place my hand on the same surface that the plate is sitting on, and I will just slide the pen right across. And this way, it's a nice, sturdy straight line. If I tried to do it with my hand up in the air, I'd be shaky and it wouldn't be a real straight line. Now I'm planning to layer these dishes with chargers, and coordinating dishes is part of my spring and summer tablescape. But just remember, because the design is on the back, the front surface remains just smooth glass. Now, as I'm sharing with you this gorgeous gold trim and the fact that you want to be sliding your hand to make it straight, I just want you to understand that practice makes perfect. The first time we do anything, we're going to have a little oops and a little blip here and there. But just, wipe it off if it doesn't come out right away. You can use some alcohol and wipe that off and then try again. I just try to keep my hand steady and just simply glide along the counter. You'll see when I finish that the gold rim is going to look crisp and it's just going to beautifully finish off the dish. And here we are, my completed set of glass plates with an elegant gold edge. Now the final step I'll do tomorrow. Once everything is thoroughly dry, I'll apply a coat of dishwasher safe Mod Podge on the back to add that extra durability and protection. I just love this. It looks so precious. Let me know in the comments, would you use these for your tablescape, a gift, or maybe seasonal decor? Until next time, stay creative and stay sparkly.